What's up guys, it's Hannah back with another video for you guys. So today is, first of all, not really wearing makeup. Maybe I think it's just because I'm really lazy. So yeah. And then also this is gonna be my first official mukbang, I don't know what you call it, but that type of thing. And today, food items is, I have shrimp tempura, a shrimp tempura roll. And then I have some like noodle thing, hard to explain, but it's just like, it's crispy noodles with tofu and a whole bunch of other veggies and stuff like that, which is pretty dang cool. I got all of this from a restaurant that I should go to more often, but it's just kind of like the parking is very limited there. It's called Zen Modern Asian whatever. It's like near Morning Creek area, if you guys know where that is. Oh yeah, real saucy over here. But yeah, so today's topic is going to be about high school, more specifically senior year, and how to, I guess, just how to have a good high school, like ending of your high school career, I guess. For me, I had a very good beginning and a very good end. In the middle was a very rocky, like 6 months. Basically, like marching season, because I'm in I was in band. Marching season was so great. Like I felt so many highs. Like it was just incredible. And everything was running so well. I was just so excited to, finish my senior year and trying to like figure out life and stuff. And then literally right after marching season, when winter kind of came, it just went downhill a little bit for a solid 4 months-ish, I guess. It was practically from like December to May, April, who knows, honestly. But now everything's better and I freaking love high school, or I loved high school. I wouldn't change anything. So like high school was just very up and down, and honestly, if you really don't experience growth, then like you didn't do high school correctly. But yeah, so tips for senior year, I would say definitely just, it's getting to the point where if the friend groups you have or whatever you're doing doesn't satisfy you 100%, leave it. I don't care if it's been something you've been doing for 8 years, 2 years, 3 months, 1 week. If it's not something that you find joy in, like if you don't have happiness, leave it. And honestly, because you don't want to focus on so much negativity your last year. So, just like, if you don't feel it, don't do it. My entire, like, ending, I kind of stopped doing a little bit of what I felt like it used to give me joy, but now it doesn't. And I found new things that did give me joy that I never thought I would ever enjoy before. Like, I started rock climbing near the end of my senior year. And I've always been like interested in rock climbing, but it wasn't like a for sure like, oh yeah, I would love to be in rock climbing club. It just like happened. Like I went to 1-2 rock climbing meets, and honestly, like, kind of fell in love. Like, I love it. I don't know, like, I didn't specifically lose, like, interest in anything, really. It was more of, like, I kind of fell off with some people, and, like, it took me a little bit before I could, like, fall back into place with some people. Honestly, like, I don't know. You just kind of have to, like, take everything in. Like, I know you want to do so much your senior year, and you're like, man, senior year is the best year. I have this, and this classes. I'm, like, doing this, and this. Like, it's gonna be such a breeze. I'm gonna hang out with everybody. Woo! Big false sense of, like, how surreal it is, because honestly, it's a lot harder than you expect. It honestly is so much fun, but you have to get through all the hurdles first, which is basically like the first 5 months of school is like the biggest hurdle. Because everything is important. Your first trimester, your first quarter, whatever it is for your school, it's important up to a certain point, right? And like, you can be chill and like take the easy classes and still have a fun time. But even when you do take those easy classes and like have basically nothing your first whatever, and you still get good grades, there's a lot of information and stuff that you have to do on your own as well, like especially for college apps and stuff like that. Like, it's not easy. Like, people say it's easy, but it's easy. For me, it was easy the last month or two of high school. Everything from the first day of school to like the last month or two was really hard. But maybe that's just me, because I took classes geared towards my major, so I was a little bit more challenged like every single day. But I don't know, it's just like there's a lot that you have to do that you don't realize until you hit those senior points. And like, yeah, every senior will tell you like, yeah, it's so much fun as long as you take this class and you have this and this teacher, like you'll be set, you'll have so much free time. But you don't realize that there's also like all the sub things that you have to fulfill. So like, I don't know. That's why when everybody asks me like about like senior year and like having fun and just like living life, I tell them honestly how it was for me and how it took me so long to finally get to a point where I was like actually having fun and I really didn't have anything to do. But you have to find your happy place. You have to find that right balance of hard work, but also pushing your hard work, but also having fun. And I feel like for a lot of people, they start to have a lot of fun, but then they don't realize that crap, they have all this stuff to do for college. They have all this stuff leading up to college. Like, how am I transitioning? Because I've worked my butt off the entire time up to this point. I get a little bit of freedom, but then I have to work again. It's like, do I really want to slack off those like couple months, or just like push a little bit, not too much, but just keep a little bit of push to like have that same momentum going into college? Maybe that's just like how I think, but I don't know. It's surreal. It surprises me so much how all of these kids that I know, like, who have such great potential, and they work really hard, and then senior year comes and they choose to take the most basic classes, like easiest thing you could do, have so much offer and stuff like that. And then they kind of like lose their momentum towards the end of things, and then they realize, oh wait, like I actually have to try a little bit harder now. Like, I have 4 weeks left of high school. I don't want to try, but I have to try just a little bit more to like maintain this grade, or like to just maintain a good attitude and good connections with these teachers and stuff. But like for me, it was never any of those moments where like, oh, I have to like I have to push again. It was more of like I stopped a little bit to like have more fun, but I still kept my momentum going. And like going to college and stuff like that, especially because I'm going to UC Santa Cruz and stuff, like I needed to push myself more. And even if I went to a community college, like I went to a community college last summer for summer school to get my Spanish credits in. And the way that the classroom function ran was very much like a normal high school class. That's not like one of those, oh, chill off, like the teacher doesn't really care. Like the teacher, it was one of those classes where the teacher cares, but kind of doesn't care at the exact same time. And so you still need that momentum and that push. So yeah, it's just like, just keep the momentum going no matter what. Like, it was sad to see how there were so many people who have so much to offer in their life, and they kind of like let go of everything, and then they were like, oh wait, I have to like push myself a little bit more now, like, and then they had to like repress on like gas pedal a little bit. But yeah, like just find your own path basically. I went through a whole bunch of struggles emotionally and mentally. Like you really need to just help yourself a lot. Even if you start slightly thinking like, hey, I kind of don't like where this is at right now and stuff like that, change it no matter what. Whether it's your friends, a class, a teacher you don't like, I don't know, whatever it is, just like find a way to change it to make it benefit yourself. I know for me, I had a period of time where I was just so emotionally and mentally drained from classes, from certain like situations, and it just made me like so drained, and I was like, why am I so unhappy? Like, why is everything draining on me? Like, why is all this stuff happening to me? And then I took a step back and I was like, oh, like I had to reevaluate a lot of my life and a lot of these situations and who I was hanging out with, like what I was doing, like why I was more invested in making other people happy than making myself happy. And then when I started to finally figure out how to make myself happy and make other people happy at the exact same time, that's when everything clicked, and that's when I was so happy again. Like throughout that whole process, there was literally like a chunk of like 4 or 5 months where I was so drained, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna take a step back. I took time away from some friends, some time away from like certain situations. I was just making my own path, and I was going through life. Like I was like, okay, what can I do for myself that makes me happy? And then along that pathway, I found new friends that also like supported me, and honestly are like friends that now I'm so glad I have, because these friends that I just made, even when it was like the last 6 months of high school, like I became such good friends with some of these people that I know in the future I'm gonna like invite them to my wedding. Like we're gonna stay close forever. Like those are the type of people. And I also went back to my other friends and stuff, you know, ones that I had to take a break from, and everything like clicked together. I was like finally at a spot where I was happy and I wasn't drained anymore. I was just like doing my own thing. But while I was doing my own thing, I was also able to make my friends happy as well, and like shared like all these amazing, incredible moments together, and like not really think about anything else, not thinking like, oh, they're having fun, it's cool, like I'm kind of having fun, but kind of not. It was more of like, yeah, everybody's having fun, like I love this. So I don't know, I think this is now more of like kind of deep talks, more than an advice thing. But if you guys can learn from like my situations, it's totally gonna help you. And there was a lot of times where freshmen, sophomore, juniors, they would ask me like, hey, how's senior year going? And I would have to answer them honestly like, it's good, but like I'm kind of right now. And like on my private Instagram, like only like true people that like I'm friends with and stuff, they will see like I struggled a lot and I was like ranting a lot, and I didn't know like how to find myself again. But like honestly, if you really feel like you're kind of in a place where you know yourself but you feel like you could do more, or like there's something that needs to change, just do it. If your friends are your real friends, they will support you and they will be there for you when you return. Like my original friend group that I've been friends with since freshman year, I took like a mild break from them and I was just trying to like figure myself out and like, you know, figure out my happy place again. And once like everything came back and I started hanging out a lot with them again, they were totally understanding. Like they knew like something was like off with me, and then, you know, they didn't make anything hard for me to come back to. It was literally the same exact friend group as before, like nothing had changed, and they were just so supportive of me and myself. Like if they really are your true friends and stuff, they will understand like why you have to be away from them a little bit, why you have to like do things on your own for a little bit. So yeah, and if your friends don't feel that way, then maybe they aren't your true friends, who knows. And like, I'm so glad that I went through this whole path and how I found 2 great friend groups that I love and cherish forever. And they honestly, like everybody from both of those friend groups, like I will keep in touch in the future. Like they're gonna be invited to my wedding, stuff like that. Like it's just incredible how I was able to find my own way again. And like for you guys, no matter what, just like don't give up and like just be yourself. I don't even like, there's moments where I say, oh, I don't know if I should do this and stuff like that, because like what if people judge me? But I was like, honestly, we're all seniors. Nobody cares at this point. You do you, and like nobody will honestly care. Well, for certain situations. But yeah, like most people like won't care and stuff, so just do it. Like who really cares at this point? No one. So that was really nice. Yeah, so I think I've talked long enough, and I think I practically said everything like 20,000 times over and over again. But yeah, if you guys want another mukbang, ranting, life advice, whatever you want to call this video, again, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below just saying do this again or something, you know. I really want to still make more videos with friends and stuff like that. Like I have big plans coming up, but I felt like this week I wanted to make something more simple and more heartfelt, like something more relatable to you guys, especially because I know like a lot of the viewers who watch these videos are either my grade or a grade younger than me and stuff like that. And honestly, I wanted to let you guys know like my whole process and stuff like that. So if you guys want more like in-depth stuff or other stuff about high school in general, comment down below, like this video, you know what to do. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, please make sure to subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification. You know what's up, bell notification squad. If you are, click that bell, you know. And yeah, I have succeeded in posting videos consistently for the past 3 weeks now, I think. So You know what it is. I'll be back next week. So with that said, I love you all. Have a fabulous day. Have a fabulous week. And I'll see you later.